All right, so in this section, we're going to talk about how you can trade this strategy if you don't have the $7,500 that I recommended, or $5,000. If you have less than $1,000, you can definitely still trade this strategy. And the way that you're going to do it is in a funded account. All right, so in a funded account, and this is something that I do. This is my main, method of trading. Period. Now I'm trading in a funded account. There are several funded accounts that you can go with. So with a funded account, what that does is it allows you to trade with other people's money, or OPM. So the way that you would do it is you will purchase an account where you pick what account size that you want to trade with, and then you go through a evaluation phase. There's one company that calls it a combine, basically where they're looking at if you can trade consistently over a long period of time and be profitable. So in this evaluation phase, what they do is you have to hit a target and you have to maintain their rules. Like, they set rules for you that you have to follow, and you can't hit their max drawdown, right? So as long as you can not break their rules and you don't hit the max drawdown and you can hit the targets, then they will give you money that you can trade with. Okay, you don't have to put your own money into an account. The only money that you have to spend is the money to purchase the evaluation phase or the combine, and then you have to pay for the data. You get the data at a discounted rate than if you were to go with a regular broker, right? So here's the company that I use. Now here you can see the different evaluation or different account types that you can go with. I personally think that the $50,000 account is the best for this 2-hour trading. These other accounts, these higher accounts, from personal experience, trying to hit these targets is trading 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day, actively trading an hour a day. It's going to be hard to hit these targets. See, with this one, you got to hit $6,000, and this other one, you got to get a profit target of $9,000. So it could take you several months before you actually hit the target, right? So this is why I personally recommend launch. You can definitely hit this $3,000 target. I did it twice, and I'm not going to get into all the details about that. The first one, I messed it up. I passed it, and then I messed it up myself by just not following my plans. That's actually on my YouTube channel. You can check that out, so I don't have to keep talking about that. And this 25,000 account, you should be able to get away with it here, because we're capping our losses, and we're trading with tight losses. So of course you're gonna have to trade with a small lot size. You definitely got to stick to the micros. I definitely would not recommend trading just the regular E-mini and Qs with this one. Just not saying that it's not possible, that this strategy doesn't work to where you won't hit your $1,500 trailing drawdown, but psychologically, especially if you're just getting started, it could be kind of challenging to try to make it through this account. So the one I recommend, of course, is the launch, the $50,000 account, where you have a trailing drawdown of $2,500 and you got to make $3,000, right? And also, I'm gonna put a discount code in there to where you can have a 15% off your first month. And they always have sales, like just randomly, to where they offer the launch at discounted rates, whether it's 35% or whatever they feel like offering for that time period. So there's plenty of time that you can get in for a discounted rate, but the normal rate is $180 a month. And with this strategy, you should definitely, as long as you're consistent and you're sticking to it, you should be able to hit your target within 1 month, or you can do it within 2 months. And it depends on how many contracts that you trade with and all of that stuff, right? So that's the company that I recommend. That's the company that I use. You can use my link, or you can just search LeelooTrading.com and you can just do it that way, right? My link is an affiliate link, so I do have to put that out. But other than that, it's completely up to you how you want to do it, right? Now, another one is, all right, go ahead and Top Step. I think it's Top Step Trader. Yep, so Top Step Trader is another one. This is one I have history with as well. They have way more rules than, well, I ain't gonna say way more rules, but they do have more rules than Leeloo, and I've been hearing some not so great things about Top Step lately, so it's up to you. You can definitely go ahead and look in here and see if you want to use Top Step, but that's just another option. Another one that I hear about is Earn to Trade. Is it a .com? Let's see if it's a .com. I'm not 100% sure. All right, so this is another one, and there's another one which is One Up Trader. Okay, So we got one up trader here. Now this one, I'm not 100% sure about all of their rules and everything, but I do know of a lot of people within the community that talks about one up trader as well. So this is another one that you can look up and you can see all of their rules. Now definitely before you get into this, like I mentioned this before you start with these companies, before you start with funding trading, make sure you read through everything. This is why, another reason why I'm not saying every single thing, because you need to know what you're getting into. You need to go through it and read through everything, read through, their landing page, go to their FAQs and see what people are asking and what they want to know about and how they answer the questions. Also go to their about. Just go in here and really understand what you're getting into before you open an account with them, before you start giving them money, right? So that's the way to trade. That's the way to trade this strategy if you have less than $1,000 to trade. Or if you do have, let's say you got $10,000, but you want to test this out first and you want to see how you like the futures market or whatever, and you want to just kind of leverage the money that you have a little bit better. What you can do is you can start with a funded account, and then once you find your rhythm, you find your groove, and you start to find your consistency, then you can go to your own broker and open your own account, right? So that is how you trade with less than $1,000. So in the next section, we're going to wrap everything up. We're going to go over some last minute details about the strategies and things that you should know. So I'll see you in the next section.